Hi, I'm Joshua Caleb Johnson, and this is my story.
Have you been reading the Bible at all?
Not too much, Captain, but I've been thinking the godly way.
You have? Well, that's something, boys. We can work with that. You stand for the Lord will stand for you. You know that.
Onion is a 12-year-old slave who comes across John Brown in his path to righteousness, as you could say. And John Brown thinks Onion's a girl, actually. And so John Brown kind of takes Onion and kind of shelters him, and he's supposed to be quote unquote free in John Brown's words, but I mean, Onion really follows whatever the captain says, so Onion feels like he's still in captivity. But I mean, Onion's just a 12-year-old slave who kind of has to grow up on his own and realizes the struggles of the world without his dad, and he just becomes a man through the 3-year journey that he travels with John Brown, and it's an amazing story.
That's Father's good luck charm you just swallowed.
I had that onion for 14 months, and ne'er a bullet nor a knife scrape nor touch my flesh.
I just feel completely honored to have received this Critics' Choice nomination. I mean, all glory to God. Where I was when I first heard of the news was I was actually on set filming a project, and I just got my little break because we were switching scenes, and my publicist Nikki, she called me and my mom, and I was kind of confused. I was like, Nikki never calls. There must be something either good or something bad happening. And then she called and she was like, guys, you're nominated for a Critics' Choice Award. I wasn't shocked.
Well, would you like another, sir?
You drink mighty quickly.
If you're talking about transform, I think I literally transformed. I mean, when I got on the project, I was 5'3". I left the project, I was like 5'8". I hit puberty while I was in Virginia, so it kind of like just went hand in hand with the project. Onion was actually growing up. The learning experience just from Ethan. So many life lessons and lessons about acting. He's an amazing and exceptionally talented actor, but he's also one of the most, genuine people I've ever met in my life. He wasn't just in it for the money. He wasn't just in it for, the fame. He genuinely loves to act, which inspires me because, that's my passion. I would do a lot of things for free if it was up to me. He's a mentor in a lot of ways to me, and he just helped me grow acting-wise and just as a young man.
I'm a man, and I love you, Andy Brown, and I won't ever see you again.
We were in 120-degree weather, so it wasn't that bad, I ain't gonna lie. It was definitely a little advantage over my castmates who had to wear full wool suits, big jackets and guns hanging on them. So it was a nice little breeze, as I like to call it, but it wasn't that bad. Once I just got into the mindset of Onion's only wearing this dress because he thinks he has to in order to survive, it was cool from there. I'm a very big activist for BLM. It most definitely affected me. I could have been one of those people. I could have walked down the street and someone could have stopped me for having a soda can in my hand and a bag of Skittles like Trayvon Martin. I could have been jogging for a mile and running back home and I could have got ran down by police. It just really puts a lot of things into perspective for me about how cruel my people get treated every day based off the color of their skin. And I want to make sure that I'm a very big voice in my generation in making sure that everyone's aware of what's happening, everybody's woke. With everything that was happening, I feel like we made a big step towards change in 2020. And I just hope that we can continue to keep marching down that path to, equality for all people. Black History Month is always one of my favorite months besides my mom's birthday month. But just getting to learn something new every single year. Because for me, it's year-round Black History Month. In my household, my mom's always making sure that I learn about someone new like at least every week. I take humongous pride in being Black. And I just think, Black is beautiful. Everything about the Black culture is just so amazing to me, to the food, the people, the music, the soul. I'm happy to be able to call myself Black every single day. And I just take a huge amount of pride in that. I just feel as though as long as we keep making it aware that, we deserve opportunities as well, I feel in the near future that things will be very much equal very soon. Acting is just something I bugged my mom about for years. Ever since I was like 5 or 6, I just see people on, TV. I'm like, oh, mommy, I want to be on TV. I knew it was God's will because one day on a football field, a casting director came out of the stands and was like, we want you to do a commercial for us. And I did a commercial for him, and she was like, look, okay, you have 1 year. If you whine or complain about anything when it comes to learning lines or anything, I'm taking you out. And we're still here. So I'm happy I didn't complain. There was times, especially in that first year, I was like, man, it's hard work. But I was like, I love it. So I'm not going back. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life, for sure. one of my top goals is I gotta get that Oscar sooner or later. That's one of my biggest ones, but also probably my second biggest goal would be to inspire. I model my legacy after the late Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in peace. I love his work. I love everything about him on and off the screen. And he was an amazing human. And I want to, pass the torch to me. And I want to make sure, especially that kids always know that you can do whatever you want in life as long as you have dedication and hard work. And I want to inspire everybody to do whatever they want in life as long as they think it's the right thing. I don't want to be known the guy that, he was just famous. I want to be one of the guys who is known as, he was just such a nice person, genuine, he always gave, he was humble, wanted everyone to succeed as much as he is. And I feel like if I can do that, I succeed in life.